Hey everyone, this is t-dyno, and today I wanted to discuss with you guys about a very serious topic. Now this affects me as a person because I've been a long fan, or a long Cassie, to be specific. A Cassiopeia is a member of the DBSK fan club before or after the split. I've been supporting these guys for the past few years, and I've always believed in them and always knew that they were good people or was hoping that they were good people. So it's it's just very shocking about what's unfolding currently this week. So a couple of days ago, if you couldn't tell by the title of this video, I am talking about Yoochun, by the way. So Park Yoochun, Mick Yoochun, whatever you want to call him by. So a couple of days ago, Park Yoochun was accused of sexually abusing a woman by the name of Miss Lee. We're just gonna call her Miss Lee because that's her last name. It wasn't initially her that filed the claim. It was her boyfriend who filed the claim, and the claim states that Yoochun sexually abused her. Now it didn't say that Yoochun raped her. Now, like, rape and sexual assault are two different things. Sexual assault can be like maybe he, I don't know, guess he touched her inappropriately in a private part, or just something that doesn't involve him, penetrating her without consent. Because if he penetrates her without consent, that is, rape. Either by his own privates or his fingers or something like that. So, there's nothing about rape. It was. So how the story is that Yoochun went out with a bunch of his friends for his birthday, or a friend's birthday. I can't remember whose birthday it was, and they were out at a adult entertainment place. Now, I don't know what it is exactly. It could be like a high-end club, where they offer adult services on a down low. It could be a strip club. I don't know what it is. It just said that it is an adult entertainment place, and Miss Lee is a worker at the place. So she is, so and so, I guess a high-end escort or a prostitute. I'm not sure what the correct term is for her or how to label her job. So what happened was, I guess Yoochun met her at this party. I guess he liked her, and he had a few drinks in him and whatnot, and he got to talking with her. They came to an agreement to have sexual intercourse. Now this has been said by Yoochun, I believe, for his company or something like that, that they both had consensual sex. It was pure consent on both sides. Like, well, it's not really consent because, well, no, it is consent because he paid for her services. It's saying that Yoochun actually paid money to have sex with this woman, which in turn makes it like prostitution, which is illegal in most first world countries. South Korea is a first world country, and prostitution is illegal in South Korea. So, I mean, that's one of the laws already broken. I mean, it was on the down low. So, I'm guessing Yoochun didn't want anybody to find out or anything like that. Or he's hoping that because it's a high-end place, they wouldn't say anything. Which I'm pretty sure they won't. But this is, Park Yoochun. And, apparently, the claim for Yoochun, I mean, it's there for a reason. Because he's a celebrity. And I believe that once, Miss Lee's boyfriend found out that she slept with Yoochun, he was like feeling a little bit jealous or something, I guess. And, they tried to fabricate a story to defame Yoochun and get money out of him, blackmail him or something. I don't know. That's one point of view to look at it from the victim's case. Well, they're both victims in this case because, they're both losing reputation as we speak. And this scandal isn't dead at all because, well, let's finish up with Miss Lee. So Miss Lee's boyfriend, he filed the claim, and after the claim was filed, a bunch of news outlet were like, okay, Yoochun is a rapist. He raped this woman. Blah 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 blah. This is without fact checking, without any evidence whatsoever. saying or showing that Yoochun actually raped this woman. There was a news article that came out, a few hours after the original article, saying that there was CCTV footage of Yoochun, or yeah, there was a CCTV there, and they looked through it, and Yoochun and the woman was not shown in these videos. There's also another post or a picture of Yoochun and his friends, hanging out, which automatically means that he was there at the crime scene, raping the woman. Um, I mean, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's just a picture of him drinking beer with a bunch of friends. I'm not sure what that has to do, with him having sex with a woman. I mean, he's just chilling with his friends, It's for a birthday and whatnot. It's for a joyous occasion. So that didn't make sense to me whatsoever. So after a day or two, I think Miss Lee withdrew the claim. And, by the time she withdrew the claim, the police still didn't even begin investigating Yoochun's case. Like, when the CCTV article came out saying that, there was CCTV footage, the police already went through it, Yoochun's was not in it. The police were the official police statement was like, wait a minute, we're not even investigating this damn thing yet. They're too worried about other problems right now, which I'll touch about in a bit. So, the police hasn't even investigated yet, and these news outlets are just putting out articles like it's fucking fact. Like, Yoochun for sure is a fucking rapist, which makes no sense. He's innocent until proven guilty. I mean, that's how it works in the court of law, the court of justice, and all that crap. It's not fair for him. It's not fair at all. And I mean, I'm sure the victim, even though she instigated this whole entire scandal, she is also a victim of some sort, because all the fans were attacking her and yada 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 and all that. But after a day, she withdrew her claim, and then the police followed up with a statement saying that they will investigate, even though she withdrew the claim, just to make sure that Yoochun, wasn't sexually abusing her, or he didn't sexually abuse her. So there was something going on in these articles. In the comments I read, people were saying that this was actually, I guess, a diversion for the bigger problem in South Korea. Like, they were using Yoochun as a scapegoat. Pretty much there's a huge scandal with Lotte or something like that. I don't know. It's a huge fraud scandal or something. Police were raiding Lotte offices and stuff. And Yoochun's drama or case was used as a diversion, which actually kind of worked, because all the media is focused on Yoochun. They're so focused on him that they're not actually worried about the bigger picture. Well, it's not really the bigger picture. It's just that there's this other huge thing going on, but it's not getting any heat as much as Yoochun's scandal. It is a huge issue, of course. Sexual abuse is not something to be taken lightly, but I'm just saying it's taken fire or taken heat away from the Lotte scandal. I mean, I'm pretty sure that is a huge scandal, by itself, with corruption and all that crap. So after Miss Lee withdrew her claim, because she said that she felt she was looked down upon by Yoochun and his friends. That's why she let her boyfriend file the claim, a week after she had consensual sex with him. Well, mainly, offering her services to him, because he did pay her money. It is confirmed that Yoochun offered money for her services, which is, like I said earlier, prostitution, which is illegal. After she withdrew her claim, there was another article that came out. So a second woman accused Yoochun, and she said, I think it was last year or something. I don't remember the date on the article specifically, but it was like something in the past, like way in the past, like a year ago or 2 years ago. I can't remember the exact date, but I'm pretty sure it was like a year ago, 2015 or something like that. Um, it was a similar thing. Like when she was accusing Yoochun, it was kind of similar to Miss Lee. She was like, "Oh, Yoochun said he couldn't hear me, so so the story is Yoochun met her at a bar or something in Gangnam, I mean, and he was like, I can't hear you. Let's go to the bathroom. Let's talk there. It's a lot more quieter." And apparently, she said, once they got to the bathroom area, Yoochun sexually abused her or something like that. And after that article was released, of course, C-JeS, the agency that represents Yoochun and the rest of JYJ, they released an official statement saying that Yoochun is innocent until proven guilty. We will stand by him. We won't stand for these false accusations. And if Yoochun is proven guilty, he will resign from the entertainment business, which means that they were confident in him being innocent of all these accusations. The second claim is still there. Police say they will investigate that. And Yoochun, right now, I'm pretty sure he's locked up at home somewhere because I did read somewhere that he was suffering from extreme anxiety from this scandal. Now, that's not the worst part. There's even more bad news. So last night before I went to sleep, which was really late, by the way, there was a third woman who came out claiming that Yoochun had sexually abused her. A third woman. I'm like, wait a minute, a third woman. And the article is pretty much saying that Yoochun did kind of the same thing, the same pattern, bringing her to the bathroom, sexually abusing her, all that crap. And the date said 2 years ago, so it was in 2014. I remember reading that. So it happened somewhere during 2014. And then today, there was another fucking claim. So 4 people. It was a 4th woman who came out and said, Yoochun sexually abused me also. So this case is turning out to be very similar to a case we have here in the United States. If you don't know, I am talking about the famous comedian Bill Cosby. He is going through pretty much the same thing right now, or Yoochun will experience the same thing that Bill Cosby is experiencing. However, the two cases are a little bit different because Bill Cosby, most of the women are accusing him of rape instead of sexual abuse. Like I said earlier, they're two different things. You can't really, just claim, sexual abuse as rape. That's not how it works. Sexual abuse is different from rape. That's just saying. So yeah, 4 women have come forward to accuse Yoochun of sexual abuse. The first one withdrew her claim, and the other 3 claims are still there, and the investigations are going to be happening soon. So I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest. I mean, the first woman I was a little bit on the fence about it. I'm like, maybe she's just doing it because she wants money. Honestly, I mean, as a JYJ fan, as a original OT5 DBSK fan, I'm like, Yoochun doesn't seem like that kind of person. But what they show us on camera is what they want you to believe. How they really are. We don't really know how they act outside of the cameras and whatnot. We don't know them personally. We don't know what they think. We don't know what they go through. We don't know what they do. It is their personal life. They are their own men. What right do we have to intrude in their private lives? So it's it's a little disappointing and upsetting, to know that Yoochun actually went out and sought these women for their services. I mean, at the end of the day, he is a man. I can relate to him, of course. If you have sexual urges, you want to release yourself, of course, you'd rather do it with a woman than, do it by yourself or something like that. But, Yoochun is a public figure, and even going to a really high end place, that doesn't mean shit. Like if if the public actually knew he was doing this stuff, like maybe earlier in JYJ's career or his career, he would have been donezo for sure. Like, people are, they are relating him to Seven, or comparing him to Seven. I mean, if you don't know, Seven used to be on the YG Entertainment. He was a huge solo artist in Korea. Now he's basically a no one in Korea because of his scandal that happened a couple of years ago. He was in the military. Of course, he was doing his mandatory military service in this special unit called the Celebrity Unit, and he was caught going to a massage parlor. Now, these massage parlors are, of course, frowned upon in South Korea because they are actually a disguise for brothels and whorehouses and whatnot. So, he was caught going there with some other celebrities. And, of course, at that time, too, he was also in a very public relationship with an actress. I think her name was Park Han-bio or something like that. I mean, they were like in a 12-year relationship or something. He was caught going there. Pretty much fucking done. I think he was sentenced to military jail or something like that for 4 days. And of course, the celebrity unit was like just erased because they got too many privileges as celebrities, and they should experience the same thing as a normal Korean male should. They shouldn't get special treatment just because they're celebrities. So they abolished the celebrity unit, and that's why most of the celebrities that go to, or go through the mandatory military service are just going through it as a regular man, or as a regular Korean male. So people are comparing him to Seven, calling him a rapist. Oh, he just they're saying that Yoochun calls Seven senpai. I mean, which is true in a sense because Seven is his senpai. He debuted before Yoochun, but it doesn't. It's just wow, like. These guys are jumping the gun real fast. They're all pointing fingers at Yoochun. They're all cussing at him. They're all saying, "Oh, he's such a rapist, what a loser," and all that stuff. So it's very sad to see Yoochun go through this. But at the same time, thinking as a victim, I don't understand what it's like to be a victim of sexual abuse, and I honestly do not want to experience it myself. But I can imagine that going through sexual abuse is a very scary thing, a very lonely process, because I mean especially as a woman, if you're a woman and you've been sexually abused, most of the time people won't believe you, maybe because of past cases where women have accused certain people of sexual abuse and it turned out to be wrong, and the woman was trying to get money and all that stuff, and in the case of Miss Lee, people think that she was doing the same. She was trying to blackmail Yoochun, try to get money, and because she withdrew her claim, it kind of played into the stereotype of the woman had sex with him and she's just suing him because she wants money. It sets back years of hard work and years of suffering that actual women have gone through. There are like people who are women who are, well, not just women, men who are also afraid of reporting sexual abuse because they're afraid the police won't believe them. They're afraid people won't believe them because of cases like this. It's very unfortunate, very sad, and I feel for the real true victims of sexual abuse. It's a very terrible thing to go through. I mean, I can only imagine. I don't know what it's like to go through myself, but very, very terrible. It's this whole scandal is very, very, very heartbreaking and very sad, and at the same time very disappointing. I mean, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. It is not on the internet. It's a different story. Everyone's guilty until proven innocent. That's how it works on the internet. I don't know. I'm lost at words mostly because I followed Yoochun for so long. I was his fan. I was watching his dramas. Been a fan of him since his DBSK days. And I've always wished for a DBSK reunion. That is one of my my wishes, my dreams, to see DBSK live again as 5 members. I've always preached it on my, on this channel, on my main channel, even if you're my friend in real life, I will fucking preach it to you. Like, DBSK need to come back as 5 members. Now that this has happened, it just, my dream is shattered. It's gone. I don't know if Yoochun will be able to recover from this at all, to be honest. I mean, looking from it, if he is found guilty, I mean, which is possible. I at this point, I think it's possible that he could be found guilty. I mean, if there is evidence gathered against him, then he should suffer severe punishment for his actions. Even though I've been his fan for so many years, it doesn't excuse his actions, sexually abusing another person. That's not cool. You shouldn't do that. You're a public figure. I mean, it's just wrong as a human being. You shouldn't sexually abuse someone else, As for paying his partners for sex, I don't understand that. I mean, I'm pretty sure he knows it's illegal himself, and it's a quick fix, to release steam and whatnot, but it's just sloppy, It's just very, very sloppy. I mean, I guess he doesn't want to spend the time to find a girlfriend or something, or he can't relate to anyone in the entertainment business or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on through that boy's mind. I don't know what's going on through his mind. This is I don't know. I'm lost at words. It's like, if he's guilty, then he needs to be punished severely. If he's not, then we as the fans must support him and try to pull him out of this mess. But his name has pretty much been dragged in the mud, and his career is pretty much donezo at this point. 4 women has accused him of sexual abuse. I'm not sure how he's gonna, recover from this. I mean, I hope that he's found innocent. I mean, I know he's a human being. He makes mistakes too, but sexual abuse is something you can't fuck around with, dude. It's just unbelievably just something you shouldn't mess around with. I mean, Yoochun's a smart dude. He shouldn't have been at these places, but what can you do? It's probably like an at the moment kind of thing, or at the moment kind of thought. He probably just wanted a quick fix or something. I mean, it doesn't excuse his actions, like I said earlier, but going through his mind, he's like, maybe he could have thought he was invincible or something. I don't know. Because of the scandal, of course, Jae-jung and Junsu are also being dragged into this, which is very unfortunate because they have nothing to do with Yoochun's decisions to have sex with these women. What this spells out for the future of JYJ, to be honest, it looks really dark, in my opinion. This will probably be one of the darkest times during JYJ's career. And of course, it will put a complete stop to the reunion of DBSK. To be totally honest, I will be fucking honest with you. This will pretty much destroy your hopes of a DBSK reunion. Like, before I had a lot of hope, because, out of the 5 members, Jae-jung, Yoochun, Yoonho, and Junsu kind of, I guess, talked about each other briefly. Well, I know JYJ always mentioned DBSK because they missed their time as being DBSK members. Changmin has been really quiet about it. Of course, he doesn't really talk much about his past members, but pretty sure Yoonho, does feel the same way as Jae-jung. He kind of wants to, come back together soon sometime, but because of the scandal, it's going to be a lot harder now. So I don't know what to do or what to say about this. It's very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So if Yoochun's found guilty, he should suffer the punishment. And if the woman are found guilty, they should also suffer the punishment. I mean, there are three sides to this. There's Yoochun's, there's the girls, and then there's truth. It's I think it's gonna drag on for a long time. If four women are accusing him, who who can tell? Like, what can you tell? Like, there might be a fifth woman or something. You never know. It's a very, very difficult case. Very difficult case. I mean, I'm disappointed, and it's making me speechless. I originally had a lot to talk about this, but now that I've said what's on my mind, it's exhausting. I really hope Yoochun's innocent. I really hope he is. But if he isn't, then as a fan, I would like him to be, punished for his crimes. He should not be protected because he's a celebrity. He is a human first before a celebrity. He was born a normal person first before he became a celebrity. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Yoochun. It's controversy. I mean, I'm pretty sure it will continue on for the next couple days, weeks, months, who knows. But yeah, let me know what you guys think personally about this whole scandal. I mean, it's a very, very disappointing thing, to be going through at the same time as a fan. It's very disappointing. I feel for Yoochun, and of course I feel a little bad for the victims too. I mean, if they are coming out one by one, then there is some kind of pattern here. It's not, it's not just maybe they want the money or anything. Maybe it is something more beyond that. There's a possibility that there's something more than just money. Maybe he actually did do something to them. But hopefully, I to be honest, I'll just wait until everything is cleared up. Like, there is a conclusive, decision, conclusive final or conclusive result, and then I'll judge, whatever I need to judge. Just let the police do their job, and we'll find out and see if Yoochun is guilty or not. That's it. I mean, his career is pretty much done, but if he's found innocent, we as fans should try to help him out of this and support him even more. Of course he did wrong. He paid people for money. He supported prostitution, but he will be punished for that. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know, again, what you think about this whole scandal. I'd like to know what you guys think about this entire scandal, especially if you're, a fan of Yoochun or D-Bizkid or JYJ. And yeah, maybe I'll make another video about this sooner in the future. So, or sooner or later or in the future. So, yeah. Alright, see you guys.